Okay, welcome back to political science class. And in the last session we discussed about Indo-China war, Indo-China war, then Indo-Pak war, right? Okay, related with the notes, Indo-Chinese war or Indo-China war or the Chinese invasion of 1962. You wrote nearly, I think so, 3-4 points you wrote already, right? Nearly 4 points. Okay. They told you to leave some space to write 3 more points. Okay, so please write that, and we want to discuss about the Indo-Bangladesh war, okay, of 1971. Okay, so please write down the China war. So you wrote this point, I think so. Dented, or China war dented, right? That point, last point. Yes. So next point, the Soviet Union remained neutral. The Soviet Union, USSR, the Soviet Union remained neutral. Okay. So not supported India or not supported China, neutral. During the conflict or during the war, during this conflict, full stop. It induced a sense of national humiliation. It induced a sense of national humiliation. And at the same time, strengthen the spirit of nationalism. Okay. It is about India, not about the USSR, okay. So please understand that. So USSR that turned neutral or stood as neutral, not supported India or China. That time India induced a sense of national humiliation and at the same time strengthened the spirit of nationalism. So we felt it is a humiliation, the attack. Okay, clear or not? We made a peace treaty with China, that's what the Panchasheel. Then also they attacked us, okay, they invaded. They made a number of problems for the territorial area. Okay, so we felt it is a humiliation, and people they start thinking about extending their love towards our motherland. Okay, nationalism and nationalist feeling also emerged. Last point: the war with China alerted. 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 The Indian leadership to the volatile volatile situation in the northeast region. Full stop. Apart from being isolated, and extremely underdeveloped, which region? The northeastern region. Okay, the northeastern states of our country. Okay, so write down underdeveloped. This region also presented India with a challenge of national integration and political unity. Okay. So the Indo-China war completed. So just learn that. It's a 5-mark question. I already told you that. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points are there, right? Okay, clear or not? So read it, learn it, understand that doubts are there means you can ask me, no problem in that, right? Clear? Okay, read it and understand that. Now back to the textbook. Today we want to discuss about the Bangladesh war. Okay, so listen carefully. Yesterday we started the Indo-Pak wars, right? Okay, or relationship with India and Pakistan. Okay, so here we are. Page number 76. Clear. Second paragraph. So support for Pakistan came from the US and China, right? Okay, so US and China supported Pakistan. The US-China rapprochement that began in the last 1960s resulted in the realignment of forces in Asia. Okay, Henry Kissinger, the advisor of the US President Richard Nixon, make a secret visit to China via Pakistan in July 1971 in order to counter the US-Pakistan-China axis. Okay. India signed a 20-year treaty of peace and friendship with the Soviet Union in 1971. This treaty assured India of Soviet support if the countries faced any attack. Okay, so US-Pak-China axis. So India thought about making an alliance with the USSR. There is only hope. Okay, only hope for India. Against whom? Against US. Clear or not? So India made a peace treaty with the USSR. After months of diplomatic tension and military build-up, a full-scale war between India and Pakistan broke out in December 1971. So tension existed in this region between India and Pakistan. Okay, number of diplomatic meetings completed, finished. Okay, finally a war started in the month of December 1971. Okay, Pakistani aircraft attacked Punjab and Rajasthan. So Pakistan got help from both China and the US. Okay, they used sophisticated aircrafts of that time. Okay, so Pakistani aircraft attacked Punjab and Rajasthan. While the army moved on to the Jammu and Kashmir front or Jammu and Kashmir area, India retaliated with an attack involving the Air Force. India retaliated, fight back. Okay, so retaliated with an attack involving the Air Force, Navy and the Army on both the Western and the Eastern front. Clear? So we also started attacking the Pakistani army. Okay, so we used the Air Force, Navy and the Army in both Western and Eastern front. Western side and Eastern side. Western side, who is there?
Pakistan.
When Eastern side?
China.
Eastern side also Pakistan only. West Pakistan and East Pakistan, right? Yes or no? Okay, but with the support of China, right? Bangladesh, today's Bangladesh, right? So we will discuss that. Okay, so both side Pakistani army is there, right? So that's a problem for us. One side with the support of US, other side with the support of China. Okay, clear? So we will discuss that here. So Pakistan aircraft attacked Punjab and Rajasthan while the army moved to Jammu and Kashmir front. India retaliated with an attack involving the Air Force, Navy and the army on both of the Western and Eastern front, welcomed and supported by the local population. Clear? And India got the support from the local people in that region, in these regions there. Okay, because they know it is important to support the country at that time. So people helped the Indian army. Okay, the Indian army made a rapid progress in East Pakistan. Within 10 days, the Indian army had surrendered Dhaka from 3 sides, and the Pakistani army about 90,000 had to surrender. Okay, so Eastern Pakistan, what happened in Eastern Pakistan? India made a continuous attack on the Eastern Pakistan. Okay, or East Pakistan, right? Within 10 days, Indian army reached where? Near to Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, right? Okay, and surrendered that area. Okay, from 3 sides. And the Pakistani army, there is no choice for them. Okay, totally surrendered by the Indian army. So 90,000, it's a record. Okay, 90,000 Pakistani soldiers surrendered before Indian army. Clear? Okay, so with Bangladesh as a free country, India declared a unilateral ceasefire. So India declared that Bangladesh today onwards it's a free country. Clear? Clear? There is no dates mentioned here so far. We'll discuss that later. Okay, 19,000 had surrendered. With Bangladesh as a free country, India declared a unilateral ceasefire. So India stopped firing. Unilateral, both said, right? Okay, clear or not? So Indian said they stopped ceasefire. Later, the signing of the Shimla Agreement between Indira Gandhi and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto on 3rd July 1972 formalized the return of peace. So the war ended in 3rd July 1972. Started in the month of December 1971 and ended with the Shimla Agreement. So Shimla Agreement it stopped the war against Pakistan for free Bangladesh. Okay, that ended in the year 1972, the month of July. Okay, and that Shimla Agreement was signed by the Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto of Pakistan. Clear? Okay, so important one. So 5-mark question. Okay, a decisive victory in the war led to national jubilation. Okay, what do you mean by jubilation? A great happiness due to a victory. That's what. Okay, most people in India saw this as a moment of glory and a clear sign of India's growing military powers. Okay, people they started accepting the Indian military, right? Okay, so they celebrated that. It's a glory. Okay, as you would read in the next chapter, Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of this time. Okay, at this time she had already won the Lok Sabha election in 1971. Okay, clear? In 1971, the Congress party scored number of seats and they made the government. Okay. After the war, her personal popularity soared. It is rise like anything. Okay. Because people started celebrating Indira Gandhi as what we can say, Bhadragali or something like that, right? So Kali Puja is famous in Bangladesh. Sorry, Bangladesh and West Bengal. Kali Puja, right? Okay. Clear? And the people started, what you can say, praise her like that, like a goddess. Okay, so that her popularity is increased like anything. Then, further after 1971 war, after the war, assembly elections in most states took place, bringing large majorities of the Congress party in many states. So, after the war, okay, there is number of assembly elections for different states. What happened in that elections? Congress party become the victorious one. The Congress party in many states they bring large majorities. Okay, because they become victorious in the war, right? India with its limited resources, so completed about the war. Now we are discussing about the problem that created by the war. India with its limited resources had initiated development planning. However, conflicts with the neighbors derailed the 5-year plans. So we started the 5-year plan and we know that it's 1951, right? Right? Okay, but what happened? Because of this war in the year 1971, okay, that programs derailed. What do you mean derailed? Derailed.
Not went in the way which they planned to.
That's of course. I'm asking the literary meaning of the word derailed. So rail, okay, train, clear or not? Train is moving on rail, clear? So while it is when it is slipped from the rail, what will happen? The train is slipped from the rail. What will happen there?
Derailed.
Huh?
Derailed.
That's what derail. So what is the result of that? If a train is slipped from the track, slipped from the rail, it is derailed. Right, correct, accepted. What is the result?
Accident.
Accident. Then what will that damage will be there, right? That's what happened to your plans also. Clear? Clear or not? That's what happened for our 5-year plans. Total damage. Total damage. That's what they use the term here. Derailed. Okay, NIBAS derailed. The war and conflict with the NIBAS that derailed our plans, our 5-year plans. Okay. The scarce resources were diverted to the defense sector, especially after 1962. So, we know that our country just got independence. Okay, economy is not that developed. The number of problems are existing there. Okay, the 3 major challenges are existing there. Clear or not? And the same time wars with other countries. So, resources are limited, scarce resources. Now, a major share of the resources the government used to improve the army because threat is there from all the sides, right? So government want to spend money. So already in economics you studied about the what we can say Gun and apple equilibrium. Gun and apple equilibrium, right? So related with the need, the government want to spend money, right? Yes or no? With a threat from the neighbor, definitely first preference is to be improve the army. Okay, no other preferences. So government spend more money to improve the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. Okay, after 1962. As India had to embark on the military modernization drive, so India give more importance for modernize our army. What do you mean the term modernizing the army? Modernizing the army. Elvina, tell me. Modernizing the army, what is that? Modernize.
Adopting the new technology.
Definitely. Okay. So if new technologies are not available in our country, we have to purchase that from other countries, right? Right. So our country is purchasing a number of defense systems, number of sophisticated weapons from different countries. Okay. So we know that the last purchase that created a lot of problem in the country, right? What is that? What we bought from France?
Sir, Rafale jet.
Very good. That is Rafale jets. Okay. So Rafale jets. There is no technology in India to create such kind of sophisticated weapons is able to carry even the nuclear missiles. Clear or not? Okay. So we purchased that from France. So there are a number of allegations are there related with that. There are a number of newspaper reports came related with the scams. Okay. Understanding or not? So we bought that for nearly spending 1,360 crore or something for one plane, right? One jet. The same time, some Arabian countries bought that for only paying 836 crore rupees. So a huge difference. Okay, so number of trolls came there. We bought a full option plane, it seems. Okay, they bought the what you can say the base variant, and we bought the full option. Okay, so you know the difference between base variant and full option. Basically, we are using related with the cars there, right? Okay, LXI, VXI models that related to the Maruti cars, let it be. Okay, so for example, I told, just understand. So that time, Indian government started purchasing this kind of weapons from other countries and started improving production of such weapons in our country. Okay, the Department of Defense Production was established in November 1962. Underline one mark. Department of Defense Production. Okay, underline. And the Department of Defense Supplies in November 1965. Okay, defense supplies, defense production, defense supplies, 1965. The third plan, 1961-66. Third plan, 1961 and 1966. Observe here, was affected and it was followed by three annual plans. 5-year plan that changed into annual plan. Clear or not? Okay, 3 annual plans, and the fourth plan could be initiated only in the year 1969. Fourth plan started from 1969. So already you made a record of the plan period there, right? Okay, so please check in that. India's defense expenditure increased enormously after the war. Today we know that India is the country, major share of its GDP they are spending to improve the military, right? Clear? Number of aircrafts we bought, number of new sophisticated weapons, okay, defense systems, okay, and DRDO, right? You know, what is the full form of DRDO? Okay, find out the full form of DRDO. DRDO.
Sir, defense.
Defense
Research and Development Organization.
Very good. Okay, Defense Research Development Organization. Very good. So they are the people basically improving or basically inventing new technologies in the field of defense. Okay, so there are major one program is going on. It's called to be Kali. 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 It's called to be Kilo Ampere Linear Injector. Okay, no need to write. There is no relation with our topic. Okay, so Kilo Ampere Linear Injector is the name of that particular project. Basically, they are producing an equipment. Okay, it is able to control the moving missiles or aircrafts. Clear or not? Understand? So a type of hacking. Clear? So if a nuclear missile coming to our country from China or Pakistan, so we are able to hack that and we are able to divert the what? Divert the way of that missile, right? So where from it came, we are able to send it back to that same place. That's what that project. Clear or not? So they are somewhat successful in that project. Okay, Kali. Okay, Kilo Ampere Linear Injector. Okay, the Kali, the name is related with Indian mythology also, right? Bhadrakali, right? Kali. So that's what they kept the name for this one. Okay, Kali. Okay, so let it be. Okay, so come back, guys. This is only for general information. Okay, you don't need to write. And if you want to write, you can write also. Clear? Okay, so enough. So we are going to the last topic of this chapter, India's nuclear policy. India's nuclear policy. Who invented nuclear bomb in idea? Nuclear bomb. Once I asked the same question, and some of you told the answer after I researched, and now I am asking, don't know. Who is that? Open. That's a clue for that name. Okay, find out, no problem. So, I am able to say that, but I will not. Okay, you should discover yourself and use a notebook for that. Okay, it's general knowledge things. Again, it is not going to change there. Once it's discovered, he is the first one who invented that. So, just write down all these informations in a notebook. Okay, so just give me a moment. Okay, guys, come back. So, right, so you have to find out. Selvina, Aishwarya, Ashish, Amal Raj, come back. Okay. So, please use a notebook for that. Clear? Understand? So, we want to remember something. You have to keep something in your mind. So, I will tell a story for you people there. Again, so I studied in a Christian management school. Basically, my KG to PG much I studied in Christian management schools and colleges. Clear? There is a custom, one particular period is there called to be moral science. Understand? What is that? Moral science. The Christian students might know that, right? Okay. So one particular period is there, moral science is there. The Christian students will go for, what you can say, learning some biblical stories or something like that, related to the Bible, right? Okay. Other religious, basically Hindus and Muslims, for them it is moral science. A particular textbook also is there for that. My teacher taught a story in class 1. Still I am remembering that. I don't know only that story. All other things that I studied in that class, I forgot that. I don't know. But I know this story very well. Okay, that's a story because a wild buffalo. Okay. He always will sharpen his horns. Clear? If he got 1 minute, he started sharpening that. So a monkey asked the wild buffalo that, why you are sharpening your horns always? Is that a habit for you? So buffalo replied that, okay, when a trouble comes, I will not get time to sharpen this, right? Understand? If there's a trouble, there's a problem, I will not get the time to sharpen my horns. So I am always ready for what? A fight or a conflict. So my horns are sharp. I want to sharpen it always. Clear or not? Okay, why I am remembering these stories? What is the reason behind that? We can adopt this to our life, right? Clear or not? Always you should be equipped. Clear? Equipped with weapons. Weapons in the sense not a dagger, knife or something, okay? Knowledge. Understand? That's what our field, so you should be. Okay, you ever observe that I have answers for almost all the questions. Okay, so I'm not eating this general knowledge in the morning, right? Understand? These kind of things I studied before years maybe, clear? Maybe 10 years before, maybe 20 years before, I read that. Okay, so this is, you people are on a tender age. Now what you are going to read, everything will feed in your brain, right? You can do that. It's the best time to learn general knowledge and more informations. Okay, if you reach to my age, what will happen, you know? It will goes down. I am reading, today also I am reading, but reading capacity reduced. Clear or not? If you are reading 10, maximum 5 or 6 only, balance I will forget. Okay, but what I am able to discuss with you people, that I learned earlier. Clear? So that's what. Be a buffalo, always sharper your what? Horns. Ready for the fight. Clear? So you people, your ambition might become a good, what we can say, a good career is waiting for you people. Okay, so career in the sense a profession. You want that, right? Or simply you are learning to cook food in a home? No. Or you especially I am telling to the girls, okay, So you know that Ayurveda doctor she was, right? Read the news or not? No. What's her name? What's her name?
Vismaya.
Ah, Vismaya, right. So nobody is safe. Nobody. Okay, one moment is enough to complete all those things there. So you want to learn how to stand on your own feet there. Okay, so clear? Understand? So improve your knowledge. Boys also. Okay. Boys also. You are unable to escape from that. Okay, let it be. Be ambitious. So last one, the question I asked to you people, the father of nuclear bomb, right? Okay, find out the answer. Write out. So India's nuclear policy here. Another crucial development of this period was the first nuclear explosion undertaken by India in the year 1974, month of May. Okay. So in world history, that's a very important day. Clear? And for Indians also. So that nuclear explosion have another name. Okay, like a pet name. Another name is there. Find it out. Okay, the nuclear explosion of 1974 is commonly known as dash. That is not a question from the textbook or the syllabus, right? Just to find it out and understand that. What is that? Nehru had always put his faith in science and technology for rapidly building a modern India. Okay, Jawaharlal Nehru. So 1974 is not connected with the Jawaharlal Nehru. So we are discussing about the first Prime Minister, right? Jawaharlal Nehru is a person, basically he is very interested in science and technology. Clear? And he adopted number of these policies and programs for the development of our country. So read that. Nehru had always put his faith in science and technology and rapidly building a modern India. Okay, so he used to believe in science and technology and he constructed India, okay, an India with what? What kind of India? A modern India, Okay, a significant component of his industrialization plan was the nuclear program initiated in the late 1940s. Clear? So, Jawaharlal Nehru, he started the basic activities related with the nuclear programs in the year 1940. Okay, so a significant component of his industrialization plans was the nuclear program initiated in the late 1940s. Okay, so after independence only, right? Under the guidance of Homi J. Bhabha. Famous known as Homi Bhabha. India wanted to find out what is the full form of that J. Okay, find out. And what is the importance of Homi J. Bhabha in Indian nuclear history? India wanted to generate atomic energy for peaceful purpose. So, Nehru took that initiative related with using this nuclear energy for power production. Clear? Power generation. Understand? For peaceful purposes, not for creating a nuclear weapon. Okay. Nehru was against nuclear weapons. He was against nuclear weapons. So, he pleaded with the superpowers for comprehensive nuclear disarmament. Okay. So, he pleaded in the sense he asked, okay, basically to whom? US and USSR to stop constructing or creating this kind of nuclear weapons. Clear or not? Okay. However, the nuclear arsenal kept rising, but they not stopped. Okay. Their arsenal became bigger and bigger there. Or every day they created new weapons and kept in their arsenal. Okay. When Communist China conducted nuclear test on October 1964, the 5 nuclear weapon powers, so China also became a nuclear power in the year 1964. And who are these 5 nuclear powers? US, USSR, UK, France and China. At that time, Taiwan represented China. Okay. Taiwan represented China. So these are the 5 nuclear powers in the world. Clear? And they are the permanent members in the Security Council of United Nations Organization. Okay. So also 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council tried to impose the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT. nuclear proliferation or proliferation, treaty, that is NPT in the year 1968. Because what is this nuclear non-proliferation treaty? Other countries should not create this weapon. Clear or not? These 5 countries, they become nuclear powers. So they made a treaty. What is that? Others, they should not create these weapons. They already become powerful. They are able to use this nuclear weapon against any other country. Clear? What is your answer? Is this idea is a good idea or not? Yeah. These 5 countries, they become very powerful. They become nuclear countries, and they are the permanent members in the United Nations organization, and veto power is there for them. Veto power, very powerful they are, right? Is that clear or not? That idea clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So they become very powerful countries. So that's what Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty of 1968. So India signed in that or not? What is your answer? India signed or not? So Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, that's in 1968. So already we read a sentence here. What is that? May 1974, the first nuclear test conducted in India, right? Yes or no? India signed in that or not? No. So that's the answer. So the UN Security Council tried to impose the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty (NPT) in 1968 on the rest of the world. So other countries should not make or use these weapons. India always considered the NPT, Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, as a discriminatory and had refused to sign it, right? It is a discriminatory one. So they become powerful and they are not allowing other countries to become powerful, means what is that? It's a discrimination, right? It was termed as peaceful, when India conducted its first nuclear test, it was termed as a peaceful explosion. So the first test we conducted in the year 1974 and we termed as what? It's a peaceful explosion. We are not using this weapon against any other country. So India argued that it was committed to the policy of using nuclear power only for peaceful purposes. Clear? What is that? Anyway, we made it and we are not going to use it for any other purposes. It is only for peaceful purposes. Yes, of course. Right. So now Pakistan also a country with nuclear weapons. Even Israel, a nuclear country, right? So America attacked Iraq. America attacked Iraq because Saddam Hussein, the former leader or the ruler of that particular country called Iraq, he argued that, he said, or what we can say, he basically acted as, he also created these nuclear weapons. But basically there is no relation with the nuclear weapons and Saddam Hussein. But what happened? In that fear, America started attacking Iraq. Clear? So that's another history. We will learn that. We will learn related with the West Asian crisis, the Arab crisis. We'll discuss that later. Hope up to here the things are clear for you, right? So only some facts are there. Read it like a story, right? Clear or not? Easily you are able to understand. You are thinking that this is politics, a boring subject. I am unable to understand this, means difficult. It is nothing but this. Some facts are there, some years are there. Some stories are there. That's all. It is an interesting one. So hope you are able to read and learn all these things there. What happened, Grishma? Today also, no trouble? Grishma, are you there? Grishma, hello?
Yes, sir.
What happened? Now fine. So this is the last topic for we people. What is that? India's nuclear policy. Again, 2 paragraphs are there. We will discuss that in the next class because almost time to wind up the session. So just read it. Any doubt means you can ask me now. Make sure the things are clear. So number of caricatures are there. We already know that there are caricature based questions are there. Cartoon based questions are there, right? I told you to submit that on Saturday, right? 3 pages, remembering that? Any idea about that? later. I am not going to make a note on that now. Okay, so please complete that and submit by Saturday. Nothing more than that. Any doubts? So today we discussed about the Bangladesh war. So write down, there's a general knowledge thing is there. Basically write down Mukti Bahini. Mukti Bahini. Mukti Bahini. In Malayalam we people say Mukti Vahini. It is not Mukti Vahini. Mukti Bahini. It's a Bengal term. Okay, Bahini. So they will use Ba instead of Va. Ba. Mukti Bahini. Okay, so this is connected with the Bangladesh crisis of 1971. 1971. Okay. And tell me tomorrow what is this Mukti Bahini, right? Is that clear or not? Okay, then what another question? The father of nuclear weapons. Father of nuclear weapons. One more question to ask, right? What is that? I forgot. Tell me.
About Homi J. Baba.
Homi J. Baba, right. So find that too. Clear? So these are the questions to find out the answer, and I hope you will do the same. And remember one more thing, I want the notes today itself. If anybody facing any difficulty related with the submission of the notes, just inform me. Okay. So I am using this opportunity to appreciate Aishwarya, Grishma and Elvina. Okay, they are managing to send the notes there. But Grishma, the last note on 26th of June, today 2nd of July. Okay, Grishma, this is for Grishma. Elvina also, now just before the class, you used to send the notes there, right? Class is by 8:30, you will send the notes by 8:25. 8:25, fine, fantastic. Okay, done. Program finished. I am not expecting that again. Okay, so just Sneha, Ashish, and Amal, just do that. Okay, nothing more than that. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you. We will meet in the next session. Today only one session for us, right? Yes, fine. Thank you. One only, right? I know. You don't want to check the timetable. I know that anyway.